Hey everybody, good morning and happy Saturday. Welcome to another uplifting session of AARP Michigan's Rhythm Circle. I'm Kathleen Simler, Senior Manager of Communications, and I'm just so glad that you're starting your weekend with us. It's so good to see you guys. There's really no better way to wake up your mind and body than a little Saturday morning rhythm session, full of music, movement, and connection. And if this is your first time, welcome. You're in great hands. You're going to pick this up quickly, I promise, and you're going to feel great afterwards. Just so you know, you don't need a drum to participate. If you have one, that's fantastic, but you can jump in using anything really, everyday items like a Tupperware container or even an Amazon box or the tabletop in front of you. Anything that makes a little sound can become your instrument today. So, one of the best things about joining virtually is that you're in control of your own pace. So move as much or as little as you like, take breaks when you need to, and feel free to add your own flair if the rhythm really inspires you and gets you going. Before we dive in, we'd love to hear from you. So drop a note in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm joining you this morning from Westland, Michigan in Metro Detroit. We're at our little local library here. I'm so happy to spend this time with you as we wake up our brains and spirits through music. We're thrilled to welcome back the one and only Bujo Jones. He's a world-class percussionist, band leader, producer, and educator at Michigan State University who has inspired joy and community through music for decades. Joining him, of course, is his incredible wife, Martine Dalton Jones, a talented musician in her own right, will help guide us through today's rhythm journey. I keep my eyes on her because she's doing the same thing I'm doing usually. But here's the best part. This rhythm circle is just fun and it's good for your brain. Research shows that engaging in rhythmic activities like drumming can improve memory, boost cognitive function, enhance your mood, and reduce stress. Even in this virtual space, doing it together strengthens social connection. So something we all need to stay grounded, sharp, and well. So even if you're not in the same room, we are in rhythm together. If you're new, get ready to feel energized and uplifted. This class has a way of waking up your body, your mind, and your spirit too. Whether you're here to groove, chat with new friends, or simply try something new, you're absolutely in the right place. So in a moment, I'm going to step behind the camera and let Bujo and Martine take things from here. But before I do, I want to tell you how we're trying something new for this session. As always, Bujo will guide you through 3 core beats using the rhythms, bass, tone, and slap. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to show you on screen how that works. So just watch the screen. If you get confused, you'll see the instructions on there to help you along. Finally, I want to remind you that we're excited to offer this Rhythm Circle event every other month this year. So join us on the second Saturday every other month at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You can find all the dates at the link on the screen and in the chat. So now let's shake off the stress, tune into the beat, and enjoy a morning of rhythm, connection, and joy. Have fun. Bujo, take it away.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing? My name is Kevin Bujo Jones. This is my beautiful wife, Martine Dalton Jones. And we're here to bring you some a little bit of fun with rhythm and music in general. So, like Kathleen said, if you don't have a drum, please feel free to go around your house, find something that you could tap out these rhythms on. We're not going to go too fast, hopefully. I won't go too fast. I do teach at a college level, so I tend to get complicated sometimes. So I'll try to keep it really, really simple for everyone. Like Kathleen was saying, you can get a little container like so. This is a Folgers coffee container. You can use this, something like this, or a Tupperware. If you don't have that, you can use, just to keep some rhythm and time. This is like I use it as a shaker. It's really a popcorn container. You can just keep some time like this, or or even something smaller like a salt shaker. Okay. Then if you do have a drum, and I would encourage you to go out and get a drum. There's a whole bunch of different types of drums that you could use. We happen to be playing a djembe. This is a djembe. Martine has a djembe, but a little bit smaller. And then, you can also go out and find some smaller djembes, which are generally cheap. This is really, really small. Right? So if you have a drum like so, this is a conga drum. Right? So there's all types of instruments, percussive instruments that you could use to learn rhythm. And that's going to be our focus today, is learning rhythms. So what is a rhythm? A rhythm, since we're doing rhythm circles, right? Only appropriate that we talk about rhythm. When we talk about rhythm in musical terms, it's a series of notes or sounds that form a pattern and repeat over and over again, right? So if I go like this, right? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, rest. Right? So that's a 3 notes that continually repeat in the same pattern. Okay? So let's get started. So what we're going to do is, for those of you that have a drum, a djembe, or a conga, or some other kind of hand percussion, there are 3 basic sounds that you can use to make certain patterns, certain sounds, certain rhythms, right? The first sound that you want to learn is called a tone sound. The tone sound is made by holding your hand sort of flat, like so, fingers kind of together, and when you place your hand on the drum, your knuckles should line up with the edge of the drum that you're playing, right? So, and it sounds like this. Right? So let's try that, okay? So I'll play one note, one tone sound, and you'll repeat it, okay? Good. Now let's try the other hand, your opposite hand. Good. So that's a tone sound. So what I'd like for you to do is just to play this. Right? Okay? The next sound that we're going to learn. So that was a tone sound. T-O-N-E, tone. The next sound we're going to learn is a bass sound, which is the lower sound. And you get that sound by placing your palm and all your fingers towards the middle of the drum. Doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but towards the middle of the drum. and you just come down with your palm, all your fingers at the same time, like that. Good. Try your other hand. Good. Good, very good. So that's two sounds that we learned, the tone and the bass, right? That's right. C'est le tone, les basses.
The boss.
Yeah. Tone, bass. Okay? So we have tone and bass. Now we're going to learn the third sound of the three basic sounds, which is called a slap sound. And the reason why it's called a slap sound, you're kind of mimicking, sort of slap it. You're slapping the drum, the head of the drum. So what you want to do, now this is a little bit more complicated, and just a disclaimer, please don't feel like overwhelmed if you can't make the sound, okay? Most important thing is that we get these rhythms. We understand these rhythms. The sound will come as you learn how to play a little bit, you know, play, practice every day, that kind of thing. The sound will come. Okay, so we're going to learn, we're going to play a slap. Now to play a slap sound, like if you were to slap somebody, right? You don't slap somebody like that with your arm. You kind of do slap like that, right? So slap sound. So what I'm doing is I'm placing my hand, the pad of my hand here, my pads, and then I have my fingers open and kind of loose. And actually, so this will come first here, and then this, your fingertips. So the focus of your energy should be on your fingertips, and your hand needs to be totally kind of relaxed. So slap. So try that. There you go. Nice. Good. So I know some of you might say, I don't know how good my microphone is. It kind of might sound similar to a tone. Tone, slap. Tone, slap. Very high pitch, kind of like an accent kind of sound. So if you can't get that slap sound, please don't worry. It took me an entire year when I was really, really super young, 10 years old, learning how to play this drum or these drums. So those are the three basic sounds: tone, bass, and slap. Okay? So with those three sounds, we can make lots and lots and lots of rhythms. Okay? So, just a disclaimer also, I played in Chicago last night, and luckily my wife was with me to keep me company, and we got in about 3 in the morning. So we had very, very, very little bit of sleep. So, so anyway, so we're going to start out with a rhythm, and I'm choosing a rhythm today that doesn't involve a slap. At least the first one doesn't, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use our right hand for the first note and play a bass. So repeat after me. Good. Good. Okay. So now, with your left hand, you're going to play a tone sound. Tone. Good. So now, first note is bass, next note is tone. Right. Okay, so there's actually only 4 notes to this rhythm so far. Bass, tone. Good. Okay, then we're going to play another bass. So, bass, tone, bass, 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 bass, tone, bass. Good. Bass, tone, bass. Good. Now, one last note. We're going to play bass, tone, bass, tone. Bass, tone, bass, tone. Tone, bass, tone. Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass. Bass, tone, bass, tone. Bass, tone, bass, tone. Bass, bass, tone, bass, tone. Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass. Continue. One, two, three, 4. Bass, tone, bass, tone. Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone. Good. Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone. Yes. One. Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, very good. Okay, so if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Please put them in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as they come in. You know, I do my best with, even if it's flooded with questions. I'll try to stop. Gene Chu. Yes, Gene. You know, I'm from New York. Actually, Jersey, New York. I am a huge Mets fan, and I'm a little sad this year because they're in last place. But I keep watching anyway, Gene. Has mentioned that Martine is not a percussionist. What is Martine's musical specialty? Martine?
Martine.
I'll turn it over to you.
Turn it over to me. I played violin for about 13 years.
How long ago was that? When you were in
Grade school, high school.
grade school and high school. So yes, she has violin, and I'm trying to get her to break it out so we can go out and make some money, play some duos.
Okay.
Violin and percussion.
All right.
And travel the world.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, all right. So I was just getting to that, Gene. So this doesn't really have a name. This is sort of a modified rhythm. I call it my reggaeton rhythm. I mean, it's kind of like a reggaeton. It's also similar to this rhythm. That's a rhythm, one of the djembe parts to a rhythm called sinte. So it has elements of different things. So sorry, it's Bujo's modified.
Bujo's mix.
Yeah, Bujo's mix. I was just trying to keep everything simple, you know, today, because my mind is kind of foggy. It's got cobwebs, and I haven't had enough coffee yet. I need like about 4 or 5 more cups. No, I don't.
God, please help.
Yeah. I'll just burn out and just fall on the floor. Anyway. This doesn't, I just call it sort of my reggaeton rhythm. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do, and I use this rhythm a lot of times when I taught in the schools in New York. I taught in the Bronx. Gene, I know you're from Queens, but I taught in the Bronx for many years, like 17 years, as a teaching artist, from like 2000 to about 16 years, 2000 to 2016. Anyway, simple, easy rhythms for kids K through 12, and who don't necessarily play instruments. So this was a way to get everybody sort of on the same page and playing something simple. This is 4 beats, and they liked it. So now we're going to get just a little bit more complicated, right? So what I'd like for you guys to do, we're going to play this same rhythm. We're going to go slow. Same rhythm. We're going to play it 3 times, only 3 times. So it's going to sound like this. Bass, bass, 2, 3, stop. Okay? 1, 2, 3, stop. Again. Bass, 2, 3, stop. Okay? Try it with me. I'll go even. Should I go slower? Do you want me to go slower? Say yes or no. I can go even slower. Let's go slower. Okay? So we're going to play that same rhythm. This one, bass, tone, right? Just 3 times. And stop here with the bass. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, stop. And 1, 2, 3, stop. Again. 1, 2, 3, stop. Again. Bass, 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 don't stop. Again, and 2, 3, stop. Again. Stop. One more time, and 2, 3, stop. Okay, so now, if you notice, we're playing 1, bass, tone, 2, go bass, tone, bass, tone, stop. Again, and the space where we stop is the same length, right, as the rhythm. So we're just leaving that space. So in order to fill it up, what we're going to do, I'd like for you to play 5 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody play that. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Good. Just a little slightly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tone, 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 tone. Tone, 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 tone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. So now, how does it fit in? Right? So we're going to play. I play it very slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bass. Right? So what we're doing is bass, tone, 2, 3. And then on the 4th time, you're going to play a bass, and then tone, 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 tone. Everybody play bass, tone, 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 tone. Bass, bass, tone, 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 tone. Bass, bass.
I spaced.
I give grace to you, since you only had 3.5 hours sleep. Give us some grace, y'all. Okay? We're a little bit loopy to this morning. Not La Lupe, but loopy. Lupe. Okay, so bass, tone, 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 tone. Bass, tone, 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 tone. Right, so now you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. So that's the whole cycle. So what are we creating? We're creating a cycle or what we call in musical terms a phrase. So instead of the phrase just being 1, 1, that's one phrase. 1, 1, 1. When we play it like this, it creates a phrase or a cycle, right? Which is longer, which makes it more interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass. Hey, bass. They're trying to keep up. Okay, stop. So, Kathleen and Sadie back there trying to keep up with the phrase. But that's right. So, we're playing bass, tone, once. Bass, tone, twice. Bass, tone, right? 3 times. And then on the 4th time, bass, tone, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, yeah, 2, 3, 4. Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone. Okay, that's the whole pattern, right? So when we were talking about rhythm, we were talking about sound that forms a pattern and repeats itself over and over again in a cycle, right? Kiko, 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 beep, 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 kiko, 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 kiko. So it sounds like this. I'll speed up. You don't have to follow. 2, 3, 4. Right? So that's how it sounds. It's like, oh yeah, feels. Right? So we would call that sort of like a 4-bar phrase, 4 measures. But now we're not going to get too much into details. So does everybody understand? If you have any questions at all, please feel free to put them in the chat. Hopefully, that sounded great. Carolina, yes, thank you so much, thank you. So it's sort of a kind of groovy pattern, and we don't have to use any slaps. But anyway, so let's try it one more time. We'll start slow and maybe gradually speed up a little bit, slightly. Okay? Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so see, bass, tone, bass, like here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. 1, 2, ready, begin, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Excellent job. Excellent job. So I know we went faster than I actually wanted to because I know everybody's not up to speed. Again, please put your questions in. And so just as a reminder, these rhythm circles, I don't know, something's on the bottom of that shaker thing. Just as a reminder. So why are we doing rhythm circles at AARP of Michigan? So music in general has a way to affect our bodies, and specifically in this case, our brains. We do this for brain health. Brain health, the more that you learn something new, the more your brain starts to fire. Right? You're learning something new. This we call it synapses, right? Start to fire. When we get into a routine, I know that Martine and I, my wife and I, we like to watch TV sometimes. We have shows that we like to binge watch. Although it's fun, we're just sitting on the couch. Remote. Let's watch another episode until we finish the whole season. She happens to like. We binge watched the entire Tulsa King. Yeah, Tulsa King. That's the name. Tulsa King show, and we were on. I think we binge watched it like 3 days a week for
all 3 seasons or 2 seasons, whatever
it was. I think it's 3 seasons. Yeah. Anyway, not important. While it was fun, it's not necessarily healthy, right? You're getting fed information, and your brain doesn't have. You don't have to think a lot. You can just react with emotion, right? When you watch a scary movie, you get scared. Fear. You watch a comedy and you laugh, but you don't have to create the comedy, right? You don't have to create the comedy. Last night when we were driving, I created comedy. We were so tired and slap happy. I just started. She laughed herself to sleep in the passenger seat as I was driving.
Very true.
And when we create our own thing, then we're using our brain, right? When we learn an instrument, whether it's violin or piano or drum, or you're learning dance, your body is moving, it's aerobic, you have to, step 3 times this way and then turn, step 3 times that way, turn, step back, whatever it is, all of that is great for your brain health. And this focus for this is really about brain health. It's not necessarily to become master djembe players or master percussionists, right? This is really about giving yourself a chance to learn something new, to get your brain to fire. So I'm just going to quickly just tell my little story that I've told before, and I'm sure Gene Chu, you've been with us for a long time, so you already know this story. So you can go take a water break. So about 13 years ago, 12 or 13 years ago, can't remember. 13. Yeah. I had a subdural hematoma and had to have brain surgery to drain the blood out of my brain. And besides it being extremely traumatic, it was a traumatic brain injury. So, there was trauma both physically and psychologically, like mentally, for me. And my doctor told me to go out while I was recovering from the craniotomy that I had. They told me, my doctor told me, she said, I want you to go and go out and play the drum. Go to the park and just play your drum. And I told the doctor, but doctor, it's November. And even in New York, even though it's not quite as cold as Michigan, it's still really cold in November a lot of times. So anyway, yeah, so I just went out and started to play whenever I could. Took me a while to get back in the groove, but it was the music, it was jumping back into playing my instrument that really sped up the healing process, right? Causing my brain to sort of rewire itself and refunction. So, you know, no matter what you have, whether it's, you know, any kind of illness, music, dance, laughter, all of that is really good. You know, learning, you know, playing chess, learning something completely new is really, really great for your brain because it gets it out of a cycle. And we're talking about cycles in music. We have cycles too, and it's extremely important, especially for us humans that become older as we age. Really important that we don't stay in the same cycles, that we break out of the cycles, that we get our exercise, that we learn something new, like a rhythm circle, playing a drum, playing the piano, playing, you know, even writing poetry or getting out, you know, anything like that, anything artistic, anything that has to deal with learning something new and learning how to do something new is a good thing. So that's why we're doing it. So I'm talking too much. We're supposed to be playing, but anyway, I think it's important to know why we're doing this. You know, so whatever you do, buy a drum. The drums like this, like little djembes like this, you can find them at a place like Guitar Center. You know, it won't cost you that much. It's not going to cost your arm and a leg. Might cost you more just to get to Guitar Center these days than the actual instrument. You know, this is about I don't know, 2 feet tall, two feet tall-ish. You know, and the circumference is like 8 inches, around 8, 9 inches. So you can get something. You know, you don't have to have a professional djembe or a professional conga drum, but just something to play and kind of learn. You know. And I'm sure you can find deals online. But just be careful with that, you know, because there's a lot of unsavory characters out there. Anyway, so so let's do this. I'm not going to teach a new rhythm necessarily. Okay, what size is best for petite adult with small hands? Okay, this size, this little drum right here, Gene, this is a great drum for someone who has small hands. This is, you know, about the diameter, right? It's about 8 inches across, 8 inches. This is about 2 feet tall, right? Something around 8 or 9 inches. You don't need, if you have small hands, you don't need a drum. This is my drum, this djembe, this head is 14 inches. At least. It's not exact because this comes from Guinea, so it's a little bit of an oblong shape to it. This is 13, right? But this won't cost you an arm and a leg to purchase. So I think, Gene, you said you live in Queens. I'm sure there's a Guitar Center someplace there. You can just look it up. I know there's one on Long Island, obviously, but you know, where on Long Island, I can't really say from here. But yeah, just get anything, you know, not anything, but you know, you can find a drum kind of like this size for a beginner, and and take it where you want to.
Guitar Center online.
Oh yeah, they got Guitar Center online too. So anyway, so let's do this. So normally we don't when we're playing drums from Africa, African drumming, Afro-Caribbean drumming, a lot of times we don't count it out. You know, we don't like count it off. Like, you know, like the old school rock and rollers, like flicking the sticks together, 1, 2, 3, 4, and start playing, right? So usually we use what we call a signal or a break. And it sounds like this. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. So this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun, 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 dun. And okay, so you'll hear me. I'll play. Usually, the first note is like actually what we call a flam, but you know, you just play. I'll play it slower. So normally what happens is the lead drummer, if we're playing with a lot of drums, the lead drummer will play tone, 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 and begin. Tone, 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 tone. Right? Go, 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 and go, 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 begin. Right? So let's just try that one time together, and we'll stop on the first note. Just that much. So it'll sound like. 1, 2, just that much. 1, 2, 3, begin. And that's where the rhythm would start. And then at the end, we'll be playing finish. Okay? So let's start. Play go, 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 and bass. Tone, bass, tone, bass. Okay? It's okay. Ready? Here we go. Signal and then into the rhythm. 1, here we go. And. Very good. Yay. Okay. Now here comes the hard part. Now we're going to learn an alternative rhythm. I've taught this rhythm in many of the classes, our sessions together before. It's the same rhythm that we use in cuckoo because it fits in a lot of different things. And so most African diaspora music and drumming has what we call polyrhythms, which is two or more rhythms happening at the same time. Just like when you sing, you're in a chorus or you're in a group and you have 3-part harmony or 4-part harmony. Each person has its own notes, and that's a little difficult. So you have what they call polyphony or polyphonic. You have harmony, and they're stacked on top of each other. The same thing happens with rhythms. So let's, with the few minutes we have left, we're going to do this real quick. We're going to play a slap. Do the best you can. If you can't play slap, just play a tone with your right hand. Bass. Right. Slap, bass. And then 2 tones. Good. Slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass. Right. Slap, bass, slap, bass. Okay, so I didn't expect we to just go right into it, but anyway, so one person plays. Other person plays slap bass, slap bass. So they all end up together, right? So let's try that one time. I'll go a little bit slower. So I was playing like, so that's your quarter note or your pulse. So I'm playing the pulse with my left hand on this drum. on this conga, right? So. Right? So. Those of you that want to do the other. Last time, and then signal. Here we go. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Ooh.
I think she should.
Please.
I think she should play percussion with me, and we go out and go busking, get some extra
What, you
dough.
want to busk?
We can do some busking together and make some extra money for groceries
Sure.
or gas.
Here we go.
It's like incredible. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed today's rhythm circle. I hope it was easy enough for you to catch on. If I believe that this will go up on YouTube or on a, you could check AARP of Michigan, and they usually put up some of the older versions of the rhythm circle. So with that, if you have any questions, I'm going to stick around for a couple of minutes and see if I can answer a few. In the meantime, please enjoy the summer weather because it'll change. Please be safe out there. Use sunscreen if you're out in the sun.
Hydrate.
Yeah. Oh, Jean is asked. Okay, so that one, no, you just keep playing that bass with the alternate rhythm, right? Alternate. I mean, you could every now and then you could play that too, but basically you just keep the same part. Right. So anyway, I will try to stick around for a couple of minutes. And then Martina and I are going to go take a nap. Naps are important too.
Yes,
Especially when you're a senior. I just had a birthday this week.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Seems like it was like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, so much happened. So yeah, so I'm well over 65. Anyway, I'm glad I'm still here and playing the drums and keeping myself young. Until our next one, which will be in September. Don't remember. But anyway, it'll be up. Yeah. September is
Yeah.
September 12th. Thank you. September 12th. If you haven't already registered, please use the link in the comments. Okay, for my beautiful wife, Martine, and myself out here in West Michigan, please be safe, stay healthy, and do good deeds. And we'll see you next time. Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye.